Dear students, in the previous lecture we have discussed the images formed by concave and convex mirrors. When the object is moving near to the mirror, that is the concave mirror, when we have seen, the magnification has increased. Means once when the object is at far, we got diminished image. When it is moving near to the mirror, we got image sizes equal to object sizes, then image size greater than object size, and still the image sizes are enlarged. And also at the same time we have seen real images and virtual images, and also erected images and inverted images. When we have taken convex mirror, we have always got, that is the erected images and virtual image, and also that is the diminished image, that is the size of the image is less than the size of the object, and image distance less than object distance. These are the characteristics what we have seen in the previous video, that is in the previous lecture. Now in this we are going to discuss another important point, that is the relation between u, v and f. Okay, these are the main things. When we are discussing, when the object is at different distances, what will be the distance of the images and for what focal lengths. So when focal length is varied, the image characteristics are also varied. That is, there is a relation between this focal length and image characteristics. Whenever the focal lengths are varying, the image characteristics are also varying. But before we discuss that, okay, now we'll discuss one important point, that is the sign convention. Whenever we are calculating the image sizes or image distances or object sizes and object distances and focal lengths, which is related to the radius of curvature and all, there is a relation between u, v and f. Okay, but before we discuss that one, we'll discuss the sign convention that we need to follow in spherical mirrors. What is the sign convention means? That is actually from coordinate geometry, in accordance with the coordinate geometry. This is x and y axis. When you are moving in this direction, this is positive x, and when we are moving in this is negative, and here that is nothing but positive y, and here we are taking it is negative. These are generally, so whenever you are moving from origin in this direction, it is positive. When you are moving in this, it is negative, and then when you are moving upwards, positive, when you are moving downwards, it is negative. This is already we know. But here also, whenever you are measuring the focal length, object distance, image distance, anything, always you start from the pole. So pole is considered as the origin. Always pole is considered as the origin. So always you start measuring from pole. Okay, this is very, very important. For example, object is here, object OB is the object. Then what happened here, when you are measuring, so this is the image, because this reflected ray and this reflected ray, they meet. This is only the incident ray and this is only the incident reflected ray, because it is moving through the F. Now here always you start from the pole. What is PO? PO is U, that is object distance. PI is image distance. V, PF is focal length. F, small f, focal length. Of course PO, sorry, PC, P to C. PC is radius of curvature, we know. So now, whenever we are using, because here to understand whether the image is virtual or real, okay, where is the image is formed and where is the object is formed, here we go with certain we mathematics and also physics we combine, and we understand the calculations of image distances and object distances with respect to the focal length. So here, whenever you are measuring, you always start from P. Okay, so that is what I have written now. Now at the same time, positive means the distances which are measured in the direction of incident rays. Okay, this is very, very important. This point you should understand. distances measured in the direction of incident rays. Distances measured in the direction of incident rays are positive. This is very, very important. It means if the distances measured opposite to the direction of incident rays means negative, simple. So distances measured in the direction of incident rays are positive. Point number 1. And measure always from P means pole. Measure always from P. That is very important. PC, CP. Difference is there. For example, we say moving from Chennai to Hyderabad, Hyderabad to Chennai. Difference is there. Okay. Maybe the magnitude, the distance from Hyderabad to Chennai is same. But when I am saying Chennai to Hyderabad means I am moving from Chennai to Hyderabad. Hyderabad to Chennai means I am starting from Hyderabad and coming to Chennai. This is very important. Length may be same, but directions will vary. Chennai to Hyderabad and Hyderabad to Chennai. In the same way, you start measuring from P. If I say PC, CP, you may say the length is same, PC or CP. But what you have to do, you start measuring from P, and distances measured in the direction of incident rays are positive. Okay, this is what you should understand now. Okay, now I take PO. What is PO? PO is positive or negative. Okay, now this is the direction of incident rays. Incident ray is moving in this direction. Incident ray is moving in this direction. But how I am measuring this distance? I am measuring how I am measuring the distance. I am starting from PO. PO means I started here and I am coming in this direction. Actually, incident ray direction is in this, and now I am measuring in this one. So the distances measured in the direction are positive, opposite. So incident ray direction is this one, but I am measuring in this direction. So here U is negative. U is negative. Very important. U is negative. Similarly, V you take. V means what is V? Pi. Image distance. P to I. Image distance. Pi. Okay. I am starting here. I am measuring in this direction. But actually incident ray is in this direction, but I am measuring in this direction. Again, V is negative. PF you take. PF. Focal length. PF focal length means actually incident ray direction is in this direction, but I am measuring in this direction. Again opposite. So F is negative. R you take. R. PC is R. PC is R. Actually incident ray direction is this one. I am measuring in this direction. So R is also negative. So in this you see object distance is negative, image distance is negative, focal length is negative, radius of curvature is negative, everything is negative. And at the same time we will take y axis also. Okay, y axis also, positive and negative. Object height you take. Object here OB H1 is positive because above the principal axis. IM H2 is negative because below the principal axis. This is how we are taking positive or negative. Sign convention. Only 2 points you should remember. Always start from P. Okay, start measure from P, and if you are measuring opposite to the direction of incident rays, in what direction the incident rays are coming? Opposite. If you are measuring, then it is negative. If you are measuring in the same, positive. Now for concave mirror, focal length you see always it is negative because always it will be on this side. Radius of curvature is negative. So concave mirror, when you are taking focal lengths, you can take directly, it is negative only. Okay, it is not a problem. Even object distance also always you are getting negative. Object distance always it will be on this side. So definitely object distance also will be negative. But image sometimes image distance sometimes it may become positive and sometimes it may become negative at various conditions. And also image height also sometimes it becomes positive and sometimes it becomes negative. That is one important point you should understand. Now another one also we'll take here. For example, again this is Here object is here. Now this is P. IM. Again, what is PI? V. This is object OB. What is PO? Object distance. Okay, OB H1 and IM H2. Okay, now object distance is positive or negative, just to take. Always you start from P. Actually incident rays are moving in this direction, but you are measuring in this direction. So you are measuring opposite to the direction of incident rays, so U is negative. Okay, now object distance you take Pi. Incident rays are moving in this direction and you are also moving in this direction. You are measuring Pi, means you are moving from here. So here image distance V is positive. Okay, object height H1 is positive. Image height H2 is positive. Simple. So image distance when you are starting from P, when you are moving in this direction, then incident ray direction is in this direction and you are also moving in this direction. So always you can take, when you are measuring in the direction of incident rays, it is positive. But in the previous case you got it is negative. This is how the image sign will be varied. Sometimes it may become positive and sometimes it may become negative. Okay, so it depends upon the condition. Okay, that you have to understand. For example, another one also we can discuss. Convex. If you take convex mirror, again here an object is there. OB is an object. Now this is IM. Again PI, image distance. PO, object distance. PF, you take convex mirror. Actually principal focus is behind the mirror. The incident rays are in this direction and you are measuring in this direction. So F is positive always and R is positive because we are measuring from P to C, from here to here. Actually incident rays are in this direction and you are also moving in this direction. So PC is nothing but radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is positive. PF also positive. PI, V also positive. But what is object distance? PO. Incident rays are in this direction but you are measuring in this direction. U is negative. Simple. So you see here, focal length for convex mirror always it will be positive. Focal length. Okay, for focal length for concave mirror it is negative. Here you see image distance positive, object distance negative. Okay, so always the image distance is positive for convex mirror, always, because it will form here. And even height of image and height of object, OB height of object, IM height of image, both are above the principal axis. As both are above the principal axis, so we can say object height and image height both are positive. This is what you have to follow whenever you are using the sign convention, whether it object, image distance, object distance, focal length, radius of curvature. Only 2 points you remember. Measure always from P and distances measured in the direction of incident rays positive, opposite to the direction of incident rays negative. Okay, now we will discuss the mirror formula. What is the relation between U, V and F? Okay, I want to give the relation between U, V and F. Why I am telling this relation means, because you see here, when object is here you will get one image, when object is here you will get another image. Means here you see here, okay, from this mirror a person is standing at 10 centimeter, from this mirror also the person is standing at 10 centimeter. But when he is standing at 10 centimeter, he may fall between P and F, but if he stand here, he may fall between P and C. So variation will be there. Here object will be standard, but when the focal lengths are changed, here the focal length is here the focal length is very small, and here the focal length is very large. You know when how the focal length is varied? Focal length varied depends upon the radius of curvature, because R is equal to 2f. So whenever it is varying, object may be standard, but whenever you are using different mirrors with different radius of curvatures, you may get different characteristics of the image. That's why there is a very good relation between U, V and F. That we will discuss now. Here you take a mirror, concave mirror, concave. Now again this is the pole. Okay. Here I have taken concave mirror of small aperture. This is very important. Small aperture. Aperture means this is one end point and this is another end point. If I take this is Q and this is Q dash, the distance between Q and Q dash is nothing but aperture. I have taken very small aperture. That is the condition we have to take. Now, okay, I want to take an object. Object is OB. Now I have drawn an incident ray. That is, this is I will take it is BD. BD is one incident ray parallel to the principal axis, and how it will pass? It will pass through principal focus. It will pass through principal focus. Another one I will take. This is the incident ray and this is the reflected ray. If I take this is E. Okay. Now this reflected ray, if I take this is E, G, so DG is one reflected ray and EB, because this is only the incident ray and this is only the reflected ray path. Because why? This is the incident ray. After falling here, we have to draw the reflected ray. If you have to draw the reflected ray, we have to draw the normal. From where we draw the normal? From C to this point. So this is only the normal, this is only incident ray, angle of incidence is 0. So angle of reflection. Okay. Now this reflected and this reflected, they meet at a point, then what is this point? Image point. Now I say IM is the image. Now this is the condition. I want to give the relation between U, V and F. Okay. From this always you take here, what is PO? PO is U, PI is V, PF is small f, PC is capital R, radius of curvature. Now, I take two triangles here, triangles OBC and IMC. I say these two are similar triangles because this angle is equal to this angle and this angle is equal to this angle. So, two triangles I have taken, OBC, IMC, both are similar, are similar. If they are similar, what I can write? OB by IM. OB by IM is equal to OB by IM. This side by this side is equal to this side by this side. OC by IC. OC by IC. I take this is equation 1. Okay. Now, if BD, this incident ray, BD is very near to the principal axis. Imagine BD is very near to the principal axis. Means this light ray, if it comes here, this D comes here, then PD becomes straight. PD becomes straight. If BD is near to the principal axis, then what happens? If it becomes straight, then again I am going to get a triangle. What is that? PDF. Triangles PDF and IMF are similar. How can you say they are similar? this angle is equal to this angle, and this angle is equal to this angle. Condition if BD is near to here, BD is near to the principal axis. Okay, when it is near, they are similar. If they are similar, again what I can say, PD by this side is equal to this, PD by IM is equal to PF by IF, PF by IF. Again it is 2. And also at the same time, if this line BD comes here, PD becomes straight. If PD becomes straight, then I can say PD is equal to OB. This length is equal to OB. If this incident ray is near, okay, OB is equal to PD. OB is equal to PD. If OB is equal to PD, then what I can write? If OB is equal to PD, what I can write here? PD, in the place of OB, I can write PD by IM. In the place of this one, I can write OB by IM is equal to OC by IC is equal to PF by IF. Very simple. So, in the place of PD, I say OB is equal to PD. If OB is equal to PD, what I can write? I say OB by IM is equal to PF by IF, which is equal to OC by IC. In this, I will take this one. I want to give relation between UV and F. Okay, that I will take here. OC by IC. Let me rub this one. I'll erase. See here. So this condition, OC by IC is equal to PF by IF. Let me take, what is OC value here? I want to find this value, OC. But when I want to find this value, you see here PO. Actually PO, what is PO here? U. PO is equal to PC plus OC. PC plus OC. So I want to calculate P, that is PO is nothing but PC plus OC. But what I want here, OC I want. From this I want OC. So OC is equal to PO minus PC. But what is PO? PO is nothing but U. PO is nothing but U minus PC. PC means what? PC is R. R is equal to 2F. I can say that is 2F. Okay. I got OC value. What is OC value? OC is nothing but PC, PO minus PC. What is PO? PO is U and PC is 2F. U minus 2F. Well, that is the value of OC. And again I want value of IC. IC. This is IC. This is IC. This is I and C. Again I take another one, that is PC. PC is equal to P to C. PC is equal to PI plus IC plus IC. Okay, but I want IC here. Then IC is equal to PC minus PI. But what is PC? Again PC, P to C. Already you know PC is nothing but 2F minus PI. P to I. Already I know what is PI? V. That is image distance. Pole to the image. That is nothing but image distance. That is 2F minus V. I want to take, this is one condition. This is IC. Another condition I will take. Okay. So you want IC. How I calculated IC? P to C. That is PC is equal to PI plus IC. I want only IC. IC value is 2F minus V. Then what is PF? PF. Already I know PF is nothing but small f. Very good. Then I want IF. What is IF? Means this length I want. How can I calculate this length? Again I will take from here. I will take everything you observe. everything I am starting from the origin. Okay, that you have to take the condition Pi is equal to Pf plus If. This length Pi is equal to Pf plus If. I want If is equal to Pi minus Pf. Simple. Then what is Pi? Already you know Pi value V minus Pf. Already you know Pf value is small f. So you see all the values I got. Okay, I got all the values. Now I will substitute the values here. So what is OC value here? OC value is U minus 2F by IC. IC value is 2F minus V. That is equal to Pf. What is Pf value? Small f by If. What is If? So this condition. What is If? If value is V minus F. Just cross multiply this one. Then you will get U minus 2F into V minus F is equal to F into 2F minus V. Then I can say UV minus UF, UV, UF minus 2FV minus, okay, minus 2F square is equal to 2F square. Of course, minus, this is actually this is plus. This is 2F square minus Fv. So what are constants here? 2F square and 2F square gets cancelled. Then I can say UV minus UF minus 2FV. This FV will comes this side plus FV is equal to 0. 2FV minus FV becomes FV minus FV. So UV minus UF minus FV is equal to 0. This is. Now divide everything with UVF. Divide with UVF. Then what you will get? UV by UVF minus UF by UVF minus FV by UVF is equal to 0 by UVF. Then what I can say? FVV gets cancelled. Then finally, what we are going to get? Then finally, what is left here? 1 by F minus 1 by, here F gets cancelled. 1 by V minus FVV 1 by U is equal to 0. Then I can say 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. This is the relation between U, V and F. This is, so far we have used mathematics. Just by using mathematics, just we calculated 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. This is the relation between F, U and V. From this you can calculate the focal lengths or anything wherever. But again, when I come to this point, final point, actually as per the diagram, previous diagram, just we have calculated this is F and this is C, and here the object is D. Now let us use physics for this. Now this is completely, now we have completed mathematics, but let us come how we are using sign convention here. When you are using the sign convention here, just only the thing, what is PO? PO is positive or negative? You see, actually this is the direction of incident rays, but you are measuring in this direction. So U is negative. What is V value? Pi. Incident rays are in this direction, but you are using in this direction, so V is also negative. Okay, and PF. F means PF, focal length. Focal length is positive or negative? Incident rays are in this direction, but you are measuring in this direction is also negative. Let us take, so 1 by F is sign convention, F is minus F, 1 by u is minus u plus v is minus v. Then minus you take out, then what you are going to get? 1 by f is equal to minus 1 by u plus 1 by v, and again minus cancel, again you are going to get the same equation, that is 1 by f is equal to 1 by u plus 1 by v. This is the final thing. What you are going to get, the relation between u, v, f. Okay, this is very important whenever you are calculating this is the distances. Okay, this is very important. And also at the same time, magnification means that is small f is equal to image size by object size. Image size by object size. If image size is greater than object size, okay, image size is greater than object size, what happens? We say it is magnified. If image size is less than object size, it is diminished. Very simple. In plane mirror, image size is equal to object size, so m value, magnification m is equal to 1. But in most of the cases, image is in numerator and object is in denominator. If numerator value is there greater than denominator value, it will be greater than 1. M is greater than 1 if it is magnified. Okay, and m is less than 1 if it is diminished. Okay, this is how we are going to calculate image sizes and object sizes. Okay, thank you.